Ladies, gentlemen, everyone in between, and everyone outside that spectrum, I'm Iris, the creator of Gormaco and 1/5 of Gormaco, and it's that time of year again. Around this time last year, we reintroduced you to the concept of the Gormaco Awards. Awards show that is celebrating in Gormaco and just how far we've come, but next year, Gormaco is turning 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10! Gormaco is turning 10. It's a big special event that we want to share with you by making the Gormaco Awards bigger, better, with a production that we've been planning for months. Oh, the tie's gone again. Oh well. That's making it into the video. Since Gormaco is 10, we have become a lot bigger than we were back when I was making Let's Play Skyrim Part 1 and never a Part 2. We have had friends, allies, enemies, lovers, and more join the Gormaco team, so we wanted to celebrate them too. So, a new thing with this year's Gormaco Awards, we are not only accepting awards for just Gormaco stuff, we are accepting awards for our partner channels, which is What Fourth Wall Productions, Time Siren Productions, Instability Productions, Man at Desk Productions, Rebellious Projects, Rastalon Productions, am I missing any?
Probably, but like, it's fine.
Okay.
Cool guy.
Shit, I forgot our oldest one! and many others that have joined us on our 10-year journey. Now, things are working a bit differently this year. You know, last year was a complete mess. I did it on a whim, and in the voting form, we did every single Gormaco project that released that year and put it eligible to vote. It overwhelmed people, we know. I apologize. But what we decided to do today is create a secret council of the most unbiased people possible to create a perfect list of nominations for you guys to vote on. That is the best of the best of what this year has to offer between December of last year and November of this year. That is the voting window. That is the vote for where people are eligible for submissions. Yeah. Now is probably the time I should say anything about which awards are going on. And I will say that right now. Yeah. Now is probably the time we get into the actual awards going on today, right? Yeah, let's do that. Well, not today. Ones that you will be voting for today. That makes sense, correct? How many times am I clapping in this video? Okay, so in terms of categories, we have Best New Series, Best Sound Design, Best Original Score, Best Editing, Best Writer, Best Iris, Best Supporting Actor, Best Lead Actor, Best Audio Production, Best Film Production, and Best Gormaco Production, because there's got to be one where it's just Gormaco stuff. It is the Gormaco Awards. Now, I will be going through the nominations today. Underneath this video or on our social medias, or probably any of our partner channel social medias. We're not going to hold them to that, but they might. There will be a link to a Google form where you can submit your votes. Voting ends January 1st, 2024. Voting ends January 1st, 2024. I'm making that clear. If you try to vote January 2nd, we're going to kick you out. I can ban whoever I want to. I am God. Okay. For Best New Series, we have The Groovy Doctor over at What Fourth Wall Productions. We have The Star Doctor Adventures over at Time Siren Productions. We have The Goblin Doctor over at What Fourth Wall Productions. We have Torchwood 10 Season 2, which is on Gormaco. Go check it out, please. We have Star Trek Venture over at Man at Desk Productions. Finally, a not Doctor Who related one. I have not seen it, but I heard it's really good, hence why it is nominated there. I'm not a part of the super secret council, or am I? Best Sound Design, we have got nominated The Corrupted World, Chapter 1, Episode 5, The Tragedy of Luther Casterwell over on Gormaco. We have The Groovy Doctor, City of Delusion over on What Fourth Wall Productions. We have The Classy Doctor Chronicles, Season 2, Episode 4, The Broken Barrier over on Gormaco. We have The Endgame Saga, Rejoices of the Truth over at Rastalon Productions. And we have Happy Birthday Mrs. Heggs, or Higgs. Gabs, how do you pronounce that one? Over on Gormaco. For Best Original Score, we have 3 options. We have Werewolves of London, which was the Inverse Doctor Halloween special over at What Fourth Wall Productions. We have Rejoices at the Truth, the Endgame Saga episode Valentine's Day special over at Rassilon Productions. And we have Electro Enhanced, which is Spider-Man Sinister episode, the latest one that has come out over on Gormaco. For the role of Best Editing, we have The Hunt for Haydoff, which is part of Steve the Clone Trooper. And now we move on to Best
Rock and Roll McDonald's! Rock and Roll McDonald's!
At first, for our nominees are The Hunt for Haydoff, which is a part of Steve the Clone Trooper anthologies over on Cool Guy 9201's channel. I highly recommend that one. Check it out. I'm probably not biased. Then we have an episode of The Nth Doctor over at Man at Desk Productions with The Pax Gallifreya, which is a beautiful fan film. I highly recommend. I highly recommend it. Diane, I'm here giving the nominees for the Gormaco Awards. And then we have The Groovy Doctor Volume 3, Episode 1, Sing for Absolution. You know, the Groovy Doctor episode that actually has Blonde in it. Over at What Fourth Wall Productions, might I add. And then, after Sing for Absolution, we have Asleep, which is the first episode of the Star Doctor Adventures. Fun fact, that one made me cry, and that one's over at Time Siren Productions. And then finally, our final nomination for Best Editing is 7 Days of the Doctor, which is the Time Siren Productions 60th Anniversary Special. That one is also really good. Okay, so, we are now onto the category of Best Writer. And at first we have myself, Iris Prindle, for What is the Doctor, the What Fourth Wall 60th Anniversary mini-episode while we prepare for the actual What Fourth Wall 60th Anniversary. And then afterwards we have Jed T.E. Rhodes with Rejoices at the Truth, the Endgame of the Doctor. And after that we have Jed T.E. Rhodes for Rejoices at the Truth, the Endgame of the Doctor Valentine's Day special of Rassilon Productions with collaboration of What Fourth Wall Productions. That one is really, really good. I only just listened to that recently. And then after that we have Matthew Mills with The Groovy Doctor Season 3 Episode 0 Won't Stand Down, the crossover between The Groovy Doctor and the Nth Doctor in the Void Tears saga. That one is also really good, which is why it was nominated for Best Writer. Yeah. And then after Matthew Mills is George Guidrell with the Blonde Doctor short trip, The Garden, which counts. It counts. We had a lot of debate on whether or not it counts or not, but it does count as Best Writing. And then after that, we have Peter C. Scott for the Star Doctor Adventures episode over at Time Siren Productions called Life Goes On. I'll be real, I haven't listened to this one yet, but I've been planning on it. I'm sure it's really good. And then after that, we have the best award of the night, the most influential one, the one people will be talking about for decades. You'll be walking down the street and they're like, hey, did you hear who won this Gormaco Award? And I'm like, hell yeah, I did. It's the one for Best Iris. This one has tough competition this year because so many people have been good at being Iris that it's hard to keep track at this point. And we are here to share with you the nominees for Best Iris. For Best Iris, we have George Guidra, Jed T. Rhodes, Eclipse Strasser, Star Grey Bleat, and Endgame of the Doctor Part 3, the epic finale over at Rassilon Productions. Go check it out. And then moving on from that, we have Best Supporting Actor. And for Best Supporting Actor, we have 4 nominations. The first nomination is Sock Hembro for Ellie Brooks in Everywhere, the Star Doctor adventure over on Time Siren Productions. And then after that, we have some asshole named Iris Prindle, who played the last Doctor in the Doctor Who fan film, Melanie. Yes, that does count as a supporting actor. We have Eclipse Strasser as Reaper in Art 2 Ricochet Entertainment, the first full-length Gormaco movie that is a film. Cosmic Cyberman does not count. And finally, we have Imasha for Ellis Williams over at Torchwood 10 with The Revolution over on Gormaco. One of my finest work, might I add. And then after that, with supporting actor, you have got to have a lead actor. And starting us off with the nominations for Best Lead Actor, we have Star Craig Leet for Asleep as the Star Doctor. Again, made me cry. A brilliant performance. Then after that, we have Samuel Hembry for The Corrupted World, The Tragedy of Luther Castawell, where they took the reins from Matthew Bird and created a brilliant re-performance of the iconic character over at The Corrupted World. Then, after that, we have Rose Rasmussen as Lydia Ipkiss over at Torchwood 10 with The Revolution, where they are the sole survivor of Torchwood 10 over on Gormaco. And then after that we have the blonde doctor himself, George Gydra, for The Garden over at Fourth Wall Productions, where he performs his heart out, and we cry, and we cry, and we cry. Because he's depressed, and he's sad, and he's a little bit... And then after that, for the final Best Lead Actor nomination, it is Jed T.E. Rhodes for the Groovy Doctor in the Groovy Doctor episode The Needs of the Narrative. Just brilliant little episode. Why didn't we do that for Best Writer? We have 3 more awards to give. Well, awards to tell you who's nominated. Hope you're having fun, by the way. I haven't clapped in a while. We have Best Audio Production, which is plentiful. We have so many audio productions. It's almost like it is our main thing at this point. Starting us off in our audio charade is The Corrupted World, The Tragedy of Luther Castawell over on Gormaco, the finale to Chapter 1. And then after that, we have The Needs of the Narrative, the Groovy Doctor prequel to Volume 2, where he has to whine about having to do something for someone else's story that little bit. And then after that, we have Life Goes On over at Time Siren Productions, which is a brilliant little audio. As I said, again, I have not seen it yet. I've been meaning to, but it is really good. Go check it out to vote for yourself. And then, finally, making our way to the last nominated audio for Best Audio Production is Endgame of the Doctor Part 3, Acts 1 and 2 over at Rassilon Productions, which has so many doctors in it. Not quite 100 yet, but so many doctors, including some Wilderness Years doctors, some modern fan doctors, some actual TV doctors, not like played by the actual actors, of course, but played by impressionists, and also a single line from the Inverse Doctor, which totally stole the scene. It wasn't like I recorded that line in my car right after a class. But you can't have an audio production without a film production, and we have quite a few film productions to nominate for a Gormaco Award for you to vote in the link in the description below on our social media. First film to nominate is R2 Ricochet Entertainment over on Gormaco, our first ever full-length feature film. And then after that, we have another Gormaco production with Road 96, Lucky Star, directed by our pal Martin Huma. Based off of the indie video game? Is it an indie video game? I think it's an indie game. It is an indie video game. Based off of the indie video game of the same name of Road 96, not with the Lucky Star bit. If you look up the Lucky Star bit, you'll just come to us. Yeah, sure, come to us. Sure. Vote. Yeah. Come. And then after that, we take a slight detour over to Fourth Wall Productions with the groovy silent movie, the black and white silent movie, with starring Jed T.E. Rhodes as the Groovy Doctor, which is a fun little tale of not being able to talk. And then finally, our final nomination for Best Film Production is The Hunt for Adolf, the Steve the Clone Trooper anthology over at Cool Guy 9201. Again, not biased or anything, it's not like I'm playing a main character in that. And then finally we have one more award. And that is Best Gormaco Production. I don't even have to tell you what channel this is going on, because this is all Gormaco stuff. Now, starting us off is Art 2 Ricochet Entertainment. Again, first ever full-length feature film, of course, that's going to be nominated. And then afterwards, we have Corrupted World, Chapter 1, Episode 5, The Tragedy of Luther Castwell. It's a really good production. I really enjoy it a lot. Eclipse did great on the cover. And then after that, we have Happy Birthday Mrs. Heggs, Bedtime with Uncle Domage. The first Gormaco production with Gabs directing it. He's had some editing jobs throughout, but this is his first time doing a complete one with no one interfering with his work. Good on you, Gabs. And then the penultimate one to get nominated for Best Gormaco Production goes to Road 96 Lucky Star. The film produced, directed by Martin Schuma, and had my scene cut. I was cut out of the film. And finally, we have Torchwood 10, The Revolution, the final episode of Torchwood 10 Season 2, minus the last message one that got announced on the Instagram and Twitter. But this is the last one in the main storyline of Torchwood 10 Season 2. And those are all our nominations for the Gormaco Awards 2023 to celebrate our 10-year anniversary. Again, go to the link in the description below to vote for the awards. Please vote. Voting ends January 1st. Again, I'll ban you if you vote anytime after that. Also, we have more than just those awards. We have some polls going on over at Gormaco's Instagram and Twitter, where you can vote for stuff that the results will be shown in the awards. So keep looking at those as the weeks progress, because we're just trying to make this the best night possible for you guys, and having so much community support is great. So we're trying to do as much community support as possible when it comes to the Gormaco Awards 2023. But yeah, vote now! January 1st! Vote now!